Monsoon clouds above the skyline, loose strands dancing in the night wind. You arrive with soaked blue denim, smiling like the storm was planned. Crossing alleys filled with echoes, flickering signs beside the river. Your small bracelet catching droplets, shining every time you move. Heartbeat tangled in the silence, passing scooters, spraying water. Your expression in the downpour makes the whole horizon soften. No destination, no direction, just these flooded intersections. Somewhere between midnight and dawn, I stop thinking about tomorrow. Shared umbrella over our heads, thunder rolling far ahead. Every inch of crowded pavement feels suspended while we wander. Your quiet voice beside my shoulder turns the chilly season warmer. In this drenched and hazy moment, nothing else is pulling focus. Laundry swaying from our rooftops, tiny restaurants nearly closing. Steam escaping kitchen doorways, mixing with the humid breeze. You keep talking with your hands, telling stories out of order. I keep watching every gesture, trying hard to memorize it. Midnight puddles shaped like mirrors, reflecting windows half awakened. Distant sirens bending softly through the heavy atmosphere. You lean closer unexpectedly, brushing raindrops from my collar, and the entire avenue suddenly feels cinematic. Shared umbrella over our heads, slow footsteps and tangled breaths. Every passing stranger fades further into blurry shadows. Your sleepy gaze beneath the storm makes the restless city quieter. Inside this washed out little world, only us remain in color. Morning probably waits beyond this, with alarms and crowded platforms, different routes and separate schedules, pulling everything apart. Still, I know these soaked impressions will keep floating through my memory whenever summer storms arrive and cool air fills the evening street. Shared umbrella drifting slowly beside sleeping apartment towers. Raindrops sliding from the fabric, landing softly near our shoes. Your fingertips around my wrist turn the silence into comfort. If this night could stretch forever, I would stay exactly here. Station gates begin to close and thunder fading toward the coastline. You disappear beyond the staircase, turning once before you leave. And the scent of rainfall afterward lingers deep inside my jacket, like a quiet hidden postcard from a night I can't replace. Morning air feels cold today, cloudy skies above the train. Same cafe on the corner street, same tired steps and sleepy feet. Usually an Americano. Bitter taste I always know. But the rain is falling slow. So today I changed my order. Warm cup melting in my hands, rain raindrops singing to the wind. Chocolate scent inside the air makes the heavy day feel thin. Cafe mocha on a rainy day, watching all the clouds turn gray. Slowly warming up my hands like the weather understands. Soft rain tapping on the glass, letting all the people pass. For a moment I can breathe, nothing pulling on to me. Window fog and quiet songs. Time feels softer, moving on. Outside everybody runs, but in here the world feels numb. Tiny sweetness on my lips, different from what sadness is. Maybe all I need tonight is something warm instead of ice. Every day the same black coffee, same routine surrounding me. But the rain changed something small and somehow changed the mood at all. Breathing in the cocoa air, cloudy city everywhere, holding warmth against my chest, finally letting myself rest. Cafe mocha on a rainy day, washing all the stress away. Summer wind and silver skies, quiet comfort in my eyes. Slowly sipping through the storm, keeping both my hands warm. In this little corner space, everything feels calm again. Rain keeps falling soft outside, cars pass slowly through the night. Last warm sip of I go, sweet and quiet, moving slow. Maybe tomorrow's just the same. Busy streets and crowded trains, but tonight the rain and smoke feels softer with this cafe mocha. Phone battery almost dying, corner store still glowing white. You keep tracing circles slowly on the backseat, fogged up glass. Street musicians packing cables, warm wind sticking to our skin, and your tired little laughter melts the heaviness away. Every passing rooftop light looks softer reflected in your eyes, like the city lost its edges somewhere deep inside the night. Taxi meters blinking faintly, billboards buzzing overhead. Still the only thing I notice is the warmth beside my head. Sleepless summer, blurry town, taxi wheels spinning around. Nothing certain, nothing clear, still I only want you here. Half-spoken conversations drift through the humid midnight wind, and the closer that you lean, the quieter my heartbeat gets. Convenience ice cream melting fast, old receipts inside your bag. You keep singing broken choruses, missing half the words again. Basketball courts after midnight, empty swings moving slowly. Everything feels strangely calm, like the whole world's catching breath. Orange signals near the bridge, reflecting off the riverside. Every passing minute feels too delicate to hold too tight. You brush hair behind in somewhere far from here. And for a second all the noise turns into distant static. Sleepless summer drifting streets, warm air wrapped around our sleeves. No directions left to chase, only the suspended haze. Your sleepy voice against the dark echoes softly through my heart. And the way you say my name makes the night feel less alone. Soon the sunrise floods the blocks. Morning trains begin to talk. Different routines wait ahead past these glowing intersections. Still, whenever August winds carry music through the night, I'll remember how you looked, leaning softly by my side. Sleepless summer, silver dawn, clouds dissolving one by one. Your tired smile beside the road turns the silence in a home. Tiny universe we found between the traffic and downtown. And for one unfinished night, everything felt slow and bright. Street lights fading into blue. Last few cars are passing through. You pull your jacket closer, tight as the morning starts to rise. Still, the echo of your laugh lingers underneath my thoughts, like a song the city keeps long after the night is gone. Wet breeze drifting from the bridge, dark clouds hanging over it. You keep walking half a step ahead, pulling me through quiet streets. Tiny ripples by the rail, water shining silver pale. Your reflection comes and goes with the current down below. Late night silence everywhere, coolness floating through the air. You turn back and softly smile, making every second worthwhile. Passing bicycles and trains blur together with the rain, like the whole world slowed itself just to keep this moment still. Rain beside the riverside, you and me in midnight light. Tiny droplets on your coat, while the summer current flows. Nothing loud and nothing fast, just a feeling built to last. Under cloudy city skies, I keep getting lost in your eyes. Paper lanterns near the docks flicker softly through the fog. You keep tracing shapes in puddles, laughing every time they break. River currents moving slow, mirroring apartment glows. Everything beyond your voice starts dissolving into noise. Thunder fading far away, moisture clinging to the railings. Every passing little wave feels like time beginning to sway. Your cold fingers brush my hand, like an unspoken demand, telling me without a word you don't want this night to end. Rain beside the riverside, silver water drifting lights. Summer air around our steps, carrying what we never said. No directions, nowhere planned. Tiny bookstore by the station. You keep reading random pages. Rainwater falling from your bangs onto sleeves too big for you. Warm chestnut latte in your hands, steam dissolving through the dark. And the way you softly smile makes the whole night blur around us. Every passing city noise fades beneath your quiet voice, like the weather knows somehow this is where I should be now. Street lamp flicker overhead, silver puddles near our steps, and the rhythm of your breathing pulls me closer without trying. Paper rings and rainy nights, blurry roads and traffic lights. Nothing shiny, nothing gold. Still your hand feels warm to hold. Half awake beneath the storm, you keep pulling me in close. And the longer that we walk, the less lonely this world feels. Tiny bells above the door, soft jazz humming through the store. You keep hiding little smiles behind paperback covers, passing strangers underneath umbrellas. Move like shadows through the glass, but this quiet corner here feels untouched by all of that. Your cold fingers brush my wrist, sending sparks through all the mist. Even all the crowded streets start slowing down around us. Maybe nothing lasts forever, maybe nights like this just fade. Still I wish this tiny scene could repeat itself always. Paper rings and sleepy streets, summer wind and heartbeat sinks. No expensive words to say, still I never wanna leave. Every second near your side feels suspended out of time, like the city disappeared, leaving only you right here. Morning trains will come eventually, pulling everyone apart. Different platforms, different exits, different versions of our hearts. But whenever books smell like rain, or cafe windows start to fog, I'll remember how you looked, standing underneath the amber glow. Paper rings and fading nights, clouded skies and silver signs. Your tired eyes reflecting mine underneath the bookstore light. Nothing perfect, nothing stays, just two people walking late. And somehow that's more than enough for this restless little heart. Storefront lights begin to dim, pages flutter in the wind. You pull your sleeves across your hands before laughing quietly again. Then you vanish down the block, past the blinking crosswalk clocks. Still your warmth stays on my skin, long after the night grows thin. Bus stop glowing pale at night, damp asphalt and blurred headlights. You keep tracing shapes on fogged up glass, while the thunder slowly rolls past. Sleep soaked from the evening storm. Still your fingertips feel warm, standing close without a sound as the rainfall fills the town. Crosswalk signals blinking slowly, midnight air feels extra lonely. But the second you lean near, every distant sound disappears. Tiny droplets on your cheek, your expression soft and sweet, makes the sleepless summer night feel gentler somehow inside. Tiny umbrella, crowded sky, city breathing lullabies, water dripping from your hair, mixing softly with the air. Nothing perfect, nothing planned, just your jacket brushing hands in this half-awake July, passing quietly tonight. Convenience store humming low, plastic bags and afterglow. You keep stealing little smiles every time our shoulders slide. Cars are rushing down the hill, but around us all feels still, like the storm decided somehow to pause the whole world right now. Subway rumble underneath, cool wind tangling through the trees. Every reflection on the road feels like scenes from old films slowed. Even silence sounds beautiful, standing underneath with you, like this washed out silver town only exists for us right now. Tiny umbrella, crowded sky, raindrops falling side by side. Summer moisture in the breeze, moving softly through the streets. No destination in our steps, no need talking about what's next, 'cause this quiet moment here feels enough to disappear. Morning probably waits for us, with alarms and coffee cups. Different schedules, different trains, pulling us apart again. Still I know when storms return and wet pavements start to blur, I remember how you looked beneath the city's rainy glow. Tiny umbrella, silver night, clouded buildings, traffic lights. Your warm breathing near my face turns this weather into home. Tiny universe above, made for rainfall, steam and dust. And for one slow summer night, everything just felt alright. Last bus fading down the road, thunder drifting far from us. You keep holding on to my sleeve, like you're scared to let it end. Then the rain begins to slow, street lights flicker soft and cold, and the scent of midnight storms follows me the whole way home. Elevator mirrors late at night, wrinkled shirts and tired eyes, phone screen glowing in your hands while the station fills again. Coffee stains on paper cups, heavy sighs in crowded buses. Still you keep on walking home, like you always somehow do. Streetlights blur beneath the drizzle, evening air against your skin. Every little step tonight carries all the weight within. But the way you close your eyes when the cool wind passes by feels like finally letting go of everything you couldn't show. You did well today again, even if nobody said it. Through the long and noisy hours, you kept holding on somehow. Slowly breathing, rest tonight, leave the heavy world outside, 'cause your tired little heart deserves a winter kind of night. Convenience store, microwave hums, midnight train still rushing on. You sit quietly by the window, watching strangers pass below. Unread messages pile up, half-finished thoughts inside your bag. Still your small, exhausted smile hasn't disappeared completely. Warm soup cooling on the table, laundry sways beyond the glass. Every ordinary thing feels gentler after midnight. You don't always have to shine, you don't always have to try. Sometimes making it this far is already more than enough. You did well today again, even through the silent battles. No one saw the weight you carried, still you made it through the dark. Take your time and slow your mind. Morning doesn't need to come yet for this quiet little hour. Just let yourself be warm. Tomorrow waits. Tomorrow waits beyond the blinds, busy roads and warning signs. But tonight the city's quieter than it's been in quite a while. And somewhere underneath the noise, past the endless rushing world, there's a version of your heart still learning how to rest. You did well today again, even if it felt uncertain. Every step and every breath brought you safely to this night. Close your eyes and hear the rain softly falling past the window, and remember for a moment you survived another day. Streetlights fading into dawn, clouds drifting slowly on. You pull the blanket closer in as the world grows still again, and the silence in the room finally begins to feel a little less lonely tonight. Crumpled movie tickets in your tote, lip gloss stains on paper notes. You keep reading old messages with sleepy eyes beneath the glow. Downtown bakeries nearly closing, warm bread sent along the sidewalk. Your loose cardigan catches wind as scooters pass the intersection. Tiny static from your earbuds mixes with the traffic hum. Every little thing tonight feels softer after midnight. You keep brushing hair away, looking somewhere far from here, and the silence in your gaze feels heavier than words. Midnight letters never sent, half-finished thoughts and cigarettes. Streetlights melting on the pavement while the whole town drifts to sleep. No dramatic last goodbyes, no tears falling from your eyes. Just your tired voice beside me, making loneliness feel light. Laundry spinning through apartment windows, taxi mirrors flashing gold. You keep doodling tiny hearts on the receipt beside your drink. Warm cheesecake left untouched, iced coffee slowly losing flavor, and your distant little smile feels impossible to hold. Every passing rooftop breeze carries traces of perfume. Neon signs above the avenue buzz like fading summer dreams. You lean softly on the railing, watching buses disappear, and somehow this sleepless city feels quieter with you. Midnight letters never send, clouded skies and tangled breath. Silver reflections in the gutter stretch beneath exhausted roads. Nothing perfect, nothing clear, still wish you'd stay right here, 'cause this unfinished kind of love feels too beautiful to lose. Soon the daylight floods the buildings, morning people fill the stations, different futures wait ahead past the haze of this long night. Still, whenever cafes close and empty chairs face rainy streets, I'll remember how you looked standing underneath the amber lights. Midnight letters drifting slow, warm wind through the underpass. Your sleepy laughter near my shoulder turns the silence into home. Tiny universe we built from old songs and after hours, and for one unfinished evening everything felt close enough. Crosswalk signals fade to white clouds, dissolve beyond the skyline. You pull your sleeves around your hands before vanishing with the dawn. Still the echo of your footsteps and the scent of cooling coffee stay with me long after the city wakes again.
Hoodie sleeves above your hands, cold soda cans and rubber bands. You keep humming out of tune, walking underneath the moon. Basketball court shining faintly, apartment hallways buzzing softly. And the freckles near your nose catch the glow from vending lights. Every ordinary thing starts resembling movie scenes whenever you walk beside me through these sleepless avenues. Loose headphones around your neck, late bus engines in the distance. Still the loudest thing tonight is the rhythm of your footsteps. Hoodie nights and faded stars, late buses and parked up cars. No destination in our heads, just your footsteps next to mine. Tiny moments pass and breeze, Polaroid like memories. And somehow this restless town feels less empty with you now. Candy wrappers in your pocket, skateboard wheels along the pavement. You keep laughing at bad jokes, even when they don't make sense. Rooftop air still holding heat, summer sticking to the streets, while your shadow next to mine moves beneath the blinking signs. Tiny corner laundromats buzzing under midnight clouds. Every passing little sound feels slower when you're around. You look over half asleep, tucking loose hair behind your ear, and the silence afterward feels warmer than the summer wind. Hoodie nights and silver moons, empty playground afternoons. Nothing special, nothing planned, still you always hold my hand. Warm air drifting through downtown, traffic slowly humming loud. Yet the closer that you stay, the further all my worries fade. Soon the morning paints the sky, subway gates begin to rise. Different days are waiting past these glowing streets we wander through. Still, whenever cool night winds move through courts and alleyways, I'll remember how you smiled underneath those vending lights. Hoodie nights and sleepy roads, tiny sparks and quiet souls. Your soft laughter near my shoulder makes the whole world feel slower. Little universe we built from warm breeze and midnight walks. And for one unfinished summer, everything felt close enough. Street lights flicker pale and low, clouds drift slowly past the moon. You pull your sleeves across your hands before disappearing down the block. Still the echo of your voice stays somewhere inside the dark, like a song this city keeps hidden underneath the stars.
Movie posters soaked in water, taxi windows streaked with colors. You keep quoting scenes you love while we wander past the theater. Butter popcorn on your hoodie, ticket stubs inside your pocket, and your sleepy little grin feels brighter than the marquees. Every puddle mirrors fragments of the evening, spinning slowly like this whole downtown district turned itself into a film. Your reflection in the glass moves beside the passing headlights, and the sound of your laughter cuts through all the midnight traffic. Cinema lights and pouring rain, holding hands across the lane. Silver clouds above the avenue, but all I really see is you. No dramatic lines tonight, just your shoulder pressed to mine, and the strange familiar warmth following us through the storm. Arcade neon flickers softly. Oh, cafe doors begin to closing. You keep humming movie soundtracks, half forgetting all the words. Sneakers splashing painted sidewalks, city buzzing underneath us, while your fingertips keep tracing shapes against my dampened sleeve. Wind keeps shaking hanging banners, thunder drifting over rooftops. Every little passing moment feels impossible to pause. Still somehow your tired smile makes the restless streets feel smaller, like the whole world faded out outside this rainy little frame. Cinema lights and midnight haze, traffic rivers glowing strange, clouded skies and cooling air twisting slowly through your hair. Nothing perfect, nothing staged, just these ordinary scenes turning into something I know I'll replay endlessly. Soon the credits of tonight disappear into sunrise, morning trains and crowded sidewalks waiting somewhere down the line. But whenever old films play or popcorn scent drifts my way, I'll remember how you looked walking underneath the storm. Cinema lights and fading rain, last buses along the lane, your sleepy eyes reflecting gold under theater afterglow. Tiny universe we made between wet streets and silver haze, and for one unfinished night everything felt beautifully alive. Posters flutter in the wind, street lamps flicker growing dim. You wave softly near the curb before vanishing downtown. Still the echoes of your voice and the warmth left on my coat follow me through sleepless hours, long after the film is over.
Town numbers flash in amber, crossing signals blink like cameras. You sprint laughing through the rainfall, splashing water near the gutters. Oversized flannel half soaked through, mint gum scent surrounding you. Billowing steam from food cart roofs wraps around the avenue. Broken puddles catch the taillights, flickering across your eyeline. Every passing engine echo feels submerged beneath the weather. You keep pulling at my sleeve, dodging bikes and slippery streets. And the chaos of downtown starts dissolving into dreamscape. Midnight crossing under storm clouds, holding banners through the crosswalk. Red and green reflecting sideways, painting colors on your shoelaces. Breath turning white in humid air, thunder circling everywhere. Yet inside this restless district, you're the calmest thing I've found. Newspaper stands beside the corner, plastic banners shake from rainfall. You keep humming out a rhythm with the buzzing traffic lights. Scooters carve through shallow flooding, sending ripples toward the sidewalks. And your bracelets softly clinking blend into the rainfall. Static tile windows blink uneven, far above the dripping alleys. Every shortcut through the back streets feels unfamiliar tonight. You lean closer unexpectedly, brushing rain from off my collar, while the intersection countdown ticks away without us noticing. Midnight crossing under storm clouds, footsteps scattered near the guardrail. Street reflections bending neon like melted paint across the pavement. No confessions, no big moments, just your shadow near my shoulder. And the strange electric feeling hanging quietly in the drizzle. Eventually the signals change, pulling strangers separate ways. Morning crowds reclaim the sidewalks, erasing traces of the storm. Still whenever amber numbers glow against a rainy skyline, I'll remember how your laughter cut through all the static noise. Midnight crossing under storm clouds, traffic rivers rushing past us. Sleepless buildings standing distant like spectators to the weather. Your cold fingertips around mine, turning intersections timeless. And for one suspended heartbeat, nothing outside mattered anymore. Crossing timers fade to zero. Rainwater slides beneath our sneakers. You disappear beyond the station, wrapped inside the misty dawn. Still the rhythm of your footsteps and the scent of rain-soaked cotton linger somewhere in my chest, long after the streets grow quiet. July mist above the rooftops, laundry swaying from the balconies. You arrive with sleepy headphones on, carrying strawberry soda cans. Warm pavement after evening showers, scooter engines fading lower. Your shoelaces so completely through, still you dance across the avenue. Faded posters peeling slowly, night wind tangling through the alley. Tiny freckles Freckles on your cheeks glow beneath convenience lights. Every passing rooftop fan hums along like distant bands, and the atmosphere tonight feels suspended, weightless, strange. Slow July beneath monsoon skies, cherry-colored city lights, half-wet sleeves against my wrist, turning ordinary into bliss. No destination on the map, just our shadows overlapping paths, while the midnight moisture drifts through the half-awake district. Arcade noises from downstairs, tiny melodies in humid air. You keep spinning bottle caps like they're lucky little charms. Motorbikes leave silver trails under cloudy overpasses, and your laughter through the drizzle sounds softer than the radio. Tiny puddles near the curb triple every passing blur, all the buildings leaning faintly under heavy summer skies. You keep nudging into me, trying hard to hide the grin, and somehow the crowded blocks star resembling movie scenes. Slow July beneath monsoon skies, cooling thunder rolling by, street reflections stretched in pink, floating near the river brink. Nothing perfect, nothing staged, just these half-forgotten frames and the warmth beside my side, keeping all the dark outside. Eventually the dawn arrives, pulling up our tangled nights, buses filling up the lanes, morning swallowing the haze. Still the scent of silk cement and your cardigan in rain will return without a sound. Every humid summer now, slow July and softened storms, orange windows glowing warm, your tired humming near my ear makes the sleepless city disappear. Tiny universe we found hidden in this dripping town, and for one unfinished night everything felt still and bright. Clouds begin to break apart, faint blue leaking through the dark. You wave lightly from the curb before vanishing with the dawn. Still traces of your voice linger softly in the warmth, like July refusing to fade completely from my heart.
Loose raincoat and Converse shoes, silver clouds with navy hues. You keep laughing at the breeze, even when it cuts through sleeves. Tiny cafes nearly closed, steam escaping through the doors, puddles shaking underneath every passing taxi beam. Traffic humming far away, cool and drifting through the rain. Your damp hair across your face makes the whole night slow its pace. Every little step we take echoes softly by the lake, like the storm above the town only came to calm us down. Walking through the rain falls slowly, like the avenue is lonely. But the moment you look back, everything turns cinematic. Cold monsoon around the blocks, yet your voice feels delicate inside all this fading blue. I keep orbiting around you. Corner markets
glowing dim, paper cups and tired grins. You keep brushing drops away from your oversized gray scarf. Bicycles beside the rails, water dripping from the signs, while the midnight atmosphere wraps around us quietly. Clouded windows, sleepy trains, distant thunder, soft refrains. Every reflection on the street feels unfinished, incomplete. Still somehow your presence here makes the heavy weather clear, turning ordinary scenes into fragile little dreams. Walking through the rain falls slowly, empty sidewalks underneath us. Summer darkness, silver breeze moving gently through the trees. No destination in our minds, no need counting passing time, 'cause this washed out midnight view feels enough when I'm with you. Tomorrow waits beyond tonight, morning traffic, neon signs, different pathways pulling hard back into our separate worlds. But these rain-soaked memories will return with every breeze, whenever storms begin again and cool air fills the cityscape. Walking through the rain falls softly, half the skyline looking blurry. Streetlights melting on the road like watercolor midnight gold. Your fingertips around my arm, turning stormy weather warm. And for this brief summer scene, nothing else exists to me. Raincoat sleeves still slightly damp, station speakers softly crackle. You disappear beyond the stairs. Without noticing, I stared, and the scent of rainfall left on my hoodie, and my hand stays with me long after the clouds drift away again. Gray clouds floating over town, wind keeps spinning leaves around. You were waiting at the crosswalk light, with your hood pulled way too tight. Then the thunder rolled above, you just smiled and grabbed my arm, running through the pouring rain, laughing like a little kid. Water dripping from your sleeves, cold air mixing with our breath. Crowded streets will fade away every time you look at me. Your reflection in the puddles, shaking softly with the rain. Somehow in this blurry weather, everything feels delicate. Under one umbrella, summer rain around us, tiny drops keep falling down, but the world feels quiet now. You move closer when the wind blows, heartbeats hiding underneath coats. In the silver-colored night, you're the only thing inside. Convenience store glowing warm, steam rising from paper cups. You keep talking endlessly, while the rain keeps pouring hard. Traffic humming far away, midnight buses passing slow. Your wet hair against your face makes the whole night cinematic. Sidewalk mirrors full of lights, watercolors in the night. Every little passing sound feels softer when you're around. I don't care how late it gets or if all our clothes get drenched, 'cause tonight the storm somehow feels too beautiful right now. Under one umbrella, cloudy skies above us. Every corner of this town feels like home when you're around. Cold and slowly finding warmth, rain mixing
clears, we'll go back to normal days. Different trains and separate roads, acting like we never changed. But tonight beneath the rain, everything feels suspended, like the city stopped itself just to let us stay like this. Under one umbrella, walking past the river, raindrops sliding down the rails, summer wind against our skin, every blurry little light shining softly in your eyes. If this moment disappears, I'll still replay it every night. Rain slowing near the station, last train waiting in the dark. You wave softly through the mist before the doors pull us apart. And the scent of wet pavement still follows me all the way home, like the memory of your warmth. Crumpled movie tickets in your tote, lip gloss stains on paper notes. You keep reading old messages with sleepy eyes beneath the glow. Downtown bakeries nearly closing, warm bread sent along the sidewalk. Your loose cardigan catches wind as scooters pass the intersection. Tiny static from your earbuds mixes with the traffic hum. Every little thing tonight feels softer after midnight. You keep brushing hair away, looking somewhere far from here, and the silence in your gaze feels heavier than words. Midnight letters never sent, half-finished thoughts and cigarettes. Streetlights melting on the pavement while the whole town drifts to sleep. No dramatic last goodbyes, no tears falling from your eyes, just your tired voice beside me, making loneliness feel light. Laundry spinning through apartment windows, taxi mirrors flashing gold. You keep doodling tiny hearts on the receipt beside your drink. Warm cheesecake left untouched, iced coffee slowly losing flavor, and your distant little smile feels impossible to hold. Every passing rooftop breeze carries traces of perfume. Neon signs above the avenue buzz like fading summer dreams. You lean softly on the railing, watching buses disappear, and somehow this sleepless city feels quieter with you. Midnight letters never send, clouded skies and tangled breath, silver reflections in the gutter stretched beneath exhausted roads. Nothing perfect, nothing clear, still I wish you'd stay right here, 'cause this unfinished kind of love feels too beautiful to lose. Soon the daylight floods the buildings, morning people fill the stations. Different futures wait ahead past the haze of this long night. Still, whenever cafes close and empty chairs face rainy streets, I'll remember how you looked standing underneath the amber lights. Midnight letters drifting slow, warm wind through the underpass. Your sleepy laughter near my shoulder turns the silence into home. Tiny universe we built from old songs, and after hours and for one unfinished evening, everything felt close enough. Crosswalk signals fade to white clouds, dissolve beyond the skyline. You pull your sleeves around your hands before vanishing with the dawn. Still the echo of your footsteps and the scent of cooling coffee stay with me long after the city wakes again.